Hey everyone, this is Janet Massey and this is Sandy here. We get to talk about fear and avoidance behaviors and how it's not the way to go. And Sandy has such a good example for us, and it can be so helpful to learn from her. And so we are just going to talk about she ended up, uh, there was a reason, I kind of forget it now, but something had happened and then she got a little afraid of me touching her face. And so she wouldn't let me pet her face. And like she's still actually just kind of getting used to it. But if you get started and I'm not distracted on a camera, she seems to really like it. But she had gotten fearful of it, so I had just gone with avoiding it. And you know, it's not helpful. And I know some of you know that Sandy used to be afraid of just about everything when I got her. And bit by bit, love really did break down all her fears, except, a few things. We got the bridge taken, together. Um, and Sandy's saga on shorts is about her overcoming the fear of bridges and stuff, but that didn't affect us in the past because I wasn't walking around and going over bridges. But so Sandy got afraid of me touching her face. And what happened right now? She would like to go outside. I know. We're going to sit here and do this video, aren't we? Yes, we are. But you can still see a little bit of staining under her eye here. And let me down. Um, and that is just still fading. It was a lot thicker, but she actually ended up with clogged tear ducts on both sides. This was sorry. I'm sorry. I know that was just like a poke, huh? This one worse than this one. And she I was like, okay, well, what do I do about this? And she was rubbing her eyes, but she still don't want me to touch her face. And then it was worse because then that was uncomfortable and she feared it. And then I noticed that there was some um, swelling. I realized, oh, I'm not touching her face. I'm not petting her. I've been avoiding it. And the tear ducts, it's part of the lymphatic system working and everything. And she just, not that I was doing lymph massage on her before, I wasn't, but I was petting her. And it's still that care for the body. It's basically lymph massage, right? Maybe not in the exact correct order, but so I realized, like, wow, just by feeding into her fear, I stopped caring for the body. And even with self-lymph massage, people will be afraid of the detox thing. I have a blog and video on that. You do not need to be afraid of that. In the training, it's not something to fear at all. They do it in palliative care, and so there's all sorts of things to talk about that. I can share that with you if you want. So that's such freedom, but you have to know it to walk in the freedom of it, right? But then also people will be afraid of, touching certain parts of their body, or they have, sensitivity and they're like, oh, it'll stimulate the mast cells or whatever. Like people have all sorts of things because they have, experiences built up and they have, sensitivity to touch and all that. And I'm not downplaying that. I'm just saying, don't let it stop you. You can do less. You can build slowly. I convinced Sandy that, just let, she's so weirded out in the camera right now. She doesn't like when I hold her up in front of the camera today. What are you doing? But it was bit by bit. This morning I was rubbing her face and she was loving it so much. Yes, she wants down right now. She's like, stop doing this. But she really is okay with it. She's let me do it. Her tear ducts healed. And it was a long time of like, what is going on? And they just kept, I would try and help them be better, but they kept getting worse or the same. And so finally it was like, oh yeah, in that avoidance, right? I'm not supporting my body. And so how often are we avoiding foods and then not just eating to care for our body and nourishing it, or avoiding exercise because it hurts, or we're scared of energy, whatever, and we're not caring for our body. So I'm not saying just ignore everything. We're learning to communicate with the body. We're learning, I, if her body was my body, it was like me saying, oh, that's uncomfortable, I'll avoid it. And then a whole series of problems come. And then I'm like, oh, well, see, yeah, I needed to avoid that. There was something wrong there. No, it happened because the thing that started it was unrelated to this. And then it, this happened. because I was avoiding something. And so we can end up building problems. I'm not saying that to cause fear. I'm just saying then you end up with more facts of why you should avoid something. And that's the exact opposite of what you need to do. So move, care for your body, not because it's broken, but because it deserves care. And the truth is, I would normally have pet her face and I avoided it. And so it affected her. And we get over the fear together, right? Care for each other and realize like we're not going to do that. So your own body, you want your body to communicate like, hey, something's wrong and respond to it and yet not let it win. In the end, you get to teach your body and show your body that it is safe to do what we're doing, that it is okay. And so I want you to realize that you get to be in charge in a good, kind way. It's actually really kind to be in charge and keep this little girl healthy, okay? Just like to be in charge of your body so you can keep it healthy and give it what it needs, okay? So I'm gonna let her go down and say, bye, Sandy, or bye, everyone, right? Bye. But if you want to join us, I have free sessions throughout the week, but for self-lymph massage, the best deal is part of the Align membership. There's self-lymph massage only, although there's lots of things within the membership. And then there's somatics as well. And you can have it all or separated, and it's just really helpful. So anyway, go to janetmassey.com, sign up. Feel free to ask any questions here. But it's, you don't have to do those things. They're just resources, and I try to keep them very affordable so that people can utilize them. So yeah, I'm a physical therapist. I'm a certified manual lymphatic drainage therapist, and um, it's an awesome tool. But it's really like somatic too. It's really just going, I'm going to teach my body to trust me and care for it and not let fear and avoidance behaviors take over. I'm in charge and I'm going to not fear. So, yay for that. So, subscribe, like, comment, please share this. We need help actually helping people. So, if you could do that, that'd be great. Have a wonderful day.